June 20th, day 26. Pretty much the same as yesterday. However, today we were blessed with a few hours of nice bright sunshine. Cheered us up immensely. Dried out a little bit. My shoes are dry. But you know, last night we were on the 2 on, 2 off watch schedule. It gets a little wearing. You know, you crawl into the bunk and immediately it's time to wake up again and get dressed. But we've been successful with the boat steering herself with the tiller lashed, so not so bad. Can spend most of the time in the cabin, just peeking out every 20 minutes or so to check the horizon and keep an eye on the heading. We've been proceeding with the tiller lash now for a couple of days, and with only minor attention to it, it's been holding course very well. Right now we finally crossed latitude 40 north. We're proceeding on course as before, with on the starboard tack with the working jib only and the tiller lashed, and we're just cruising along at 4.5 knots or so right now, 4.5 to 5, and there's a big sea running. Every once in a while we get rolled over pretty far, but the wind is steady and it's fairly comfortable. So had a hearty meal last night, and another nice stick to your ribs breakfast this morning, courtesy of my lovely wife Laura. And in pretty good spirits. The sunshine really helped a lot. However, I don't think it helped charge our batteries too much, so we're going to have to run the engine before we run the water maker again. So that's what we're going to do this afternoon. Run the engine probably for 2 hours. I don't like to do that. It freaks the cat out, but and it burns up our fuel. I don't want to be, when we get to Cape Flattery, I don't want to have to refuel. I don't want to have to refuel out here from jerry cans, and once we get inside the strait, I'm not sure conditions will be any better for us to refuel, so we're just going to have to play that one by ear. So far we've got about 3.5 hours on this tank of fuel, which is good, should be good for 13 hours, but we can't be sure. I'm going to plan on having 10 hours of fuel in the tank and try not to use up more than 5 of it before we get to Cape Flattery. That's going to depend completely on how much sunshine we get. So, here we are, continuing on towards our destination. Now we're making about 100 miles a day, so we can pretty easily tell how long it's going to take. We've got over 1,500 miles to go. So we should be there eventually, and you'll be the first to know.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship.